A number of years ago, I listed a property, a home for sale. And when I was listing the home, I asked the seller, I said, would you ever consider taking something on trade from a buyer? And the reason I asked that question is because, oftentimes it's tough for buyers to come up with the deposit. And so he agreed. He said, yeah, if I like it and I want it and the price is, we agree on the price, we can do it. So sure enough, I advertised the listing and I attracted a couple of buyers, senior couple, older couple, and they said to me, Ray, we got a limited amount of money for deposit, but we have some stuff that we could trade if the seller wants to trade, because I mentioned that in my advertising. Well, turns out they had a pickup, they had a truck, they had a camper, they had a boat, they had a skidoo and a four-wheeler. So we got all the prices figured out, and I went to my seller and I said, look, here's what they have, and here's what they're thinking it's worth. What do you think? And so my seller looked at it and he said, you know what? I think I would take that pickup truck and camper. So we got an accepted offer. There was financing that had to be approved. We got all that done. And everything looked like this is going to be a great opportunity and a great win. So the time came to sign the papers. Subjects are off. The deal's firm. And the morning that they were supposed to sign the papers, my buyer, the husband, died. So his wife phones me up, tells me the whole situation, and then she says, Ray, we're still going to go ahead with the deal. And I said, that's great. I said, we're still going to be able to close on time? She says, yeah, because my son is the executor, and so he's able to sign to close the deal. And so that made the deal close, and I just have to say to you that, you never know what's going to happen in the real estate world, and you got to be ready for all kinds of scenarios. I've got decades of these stories and sales tips. So if it's of interest to you, just like, subscribe, and share. Enjoy your day.